Jesus is equally God. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. Listen to that phrase. In other words, there was more than one person with God. This eternal Logos was with God and was God. We call this great mystery the Trinity, the three in one. It's a mystery of the highest order, but it's found from the very first pages, the very first words of the Bible. The Bible begins, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, but the word for God is the word Elohim, which is the word El for God made plural. Though it's always translated and always spoken singular, it's plural. And then in the great creed of the ancient Hebrews, found in Deuteronomy 6, chapter 4, listen, O Israel, the Lord thy God, plural, is one God, singular. From the very beginning pages of the Bible was declared this concept of three in one and one in three. Not more than one God, but one God who is in more than one person. Math knows how to express this. Not 1 plus 1 plus 1, that equals 3. But 1 times 1 times 1 equals 1. 1 to the third power is 1. 1 cubed is 1. Life is full of illustrations of how life is cubed. Think about it with me. We have a triune universe, space, matter, and time. Space is triune, height, depth, and width. Time is triune, past, present, and future. There are 3 states to matter, solid, liquid, and gas. Good news and bad news comes in packs of 3. There are 3 parts of the day, morning, noon, and night. The Old Testament gives us 3 divisions in the tabernacle and the temple. There were 3 angels that came to Abraham. Jonah was in the belly of the whale, how many? 3 days. There are 3 levels of thinking, serial, associative, and unitive. There are 3 parts of the self, id, ego, and superego. There are 3 aspects to humanity, body, soul, and spirit. There are 3 branches of our government, executive, legislative, and judicial. And John Madison, the man who wrote much of our Constitution, designed it that way, thinking about the nature of God, who is God our King, God our lawgiver, and God our judge. There are 3. 3 is the number of survival. You can live 3 seconds without blood, 3 minutes without air, 3 days without food. There are 3 average guys, Tom, Dick, and Harry. There are 3 little pigs, 3 blind mice, and there are the 3 stooges. And they're somewhere in the choir. There is the good, the bad, and the ugly. Traffic lights are red, yellow, and green. In literature, a story has 3 parts: the beginning, the middle, and the end. Jesus died on the cross on the 3rd hour under 3 titles, and he rose from the grave on the 3rd day. And there are 3 little words everybody needs to hear. God loves you.